Yo, what's good? Y'all, what's good? I think this is my first time making a live like this, covering uh the safety of Colombia. Hold on right quick, y'all. That's what mainly this stream is gonna be about. We're gonna try to cover everything. I got my man Sean with me, aka Passport Graffiti. Y'all seen him before in my past video. We had linked up in Medellin. He lives in Medellin. Back connection. Hold on, y'all. The hell? Oh, I'm looking at your live. I got it paused. I'm thinking that's my live I'm looking at. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna cover everything. He lives in Medellin. And he been out there how long? 2 years, 3 years?
Going on 3 years.
Yeah, so that's enough time, man. To kind of know what's going on. And he's a guy that gets out, so he's not just in the house every day. So we're gonna try to wait until more people come in. Y'all hit a 1 in the comment section. Make sure everything good. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure I'm not mute. Oh look, guys. What's up, James? I appreciate y'all. What's up, Moon? What's up? And make sure y'all go follow my guy on Passport Graffiti. His tag in the description, y'all. Well, it's in the link, not the link, but fucking the title. All you gotta do is just click it and it'll go straight to his page, y'all. Okay, so see, what should we talk about first? We basically gonna talk about safety with women. That could be, that's a big issue in Colombia. I wouldn't say big issue, but it's an issue that need to be talked about if you're not aware out there in Colombia, especially I would say Medellin, 'cause that's where most of that stuff happens. I've seen some cases in Cartagena, but it can pretty much happen anywhere because the scopamine shit is in Colombia, so it's not
Yeah.
imported; it's already there, so it's accessible anywhere in any city. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
the
talk about being
flower, the,
careful. Go
the
ahead.
flower that it grows from that originates here in Colombia.
I was originally from Colombia.
Yeah, the flower that it comes from, it originates here.
Oh, so that's why you always hear this in Colombia, not really in other countries like that,
Mhm.
because you gotta fly it out. I don't know if they
Yeah,
search for that type of stuff. They probably do.
I think so.
Like going through customs, they like, oh, you can't bring that in here.
No, I mean, if you just bring it normal, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's shipped and smuggled, just like drugs and stuff is. So,
Cause when I come into Florida, cause that's like my connected flight. They
mhm.
don't go straight to Atlanta. They always take me to the back and search my shit. Cause
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm,
man.
I'm frequently in and out of Colombia. So they always ask me, "Oh, did you bring anything? Do you have any like seeds or anything?" I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "What you there for?" Oh, I'm there for business. I do content. I do journalism, stuff like that. And then even with saying all of that, they still be like, "Hey, can we see you in the back?" And then they check all my bags and stuff to make sure I ain't got nothing on me, man.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get some extra screening from coming from Colombia
Yeah, cause I'm frequently in
anytime.
and out. So it's
Hmm.
like when I was in the streets, like 10, 15 years ago, when I was out in the streets doing bad things, I would go back and forth to California from Georgia to California like every day or every other day. And that's like a red flag. So
Hmm.
my homeboy was like, "Hey man, why don't you come out and chill, man? I need you to come back out here." I like, man, I think this shit getting hot, bro. I might want to lay low a little bit. Ask one of your girls to come over there. You know what I'm saying? You're
Hmm.
like, nah, I want you to come, bro, so we can go out. So when I went over there, uh, the damn DEA got me, man. As soon as I grabbed my damn suitcase from the little carousel thing, bags were right in my face. They're like, "Hey, we need to see you." I'm like, "Oh shit!" And they searched my bag. They searched my suitcase right in front of everybody. They dropped my
Damn.
bags off this carousel and opened my shit up. So my boxes and all shit, all out. Everybody just looking at me like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? So I had my other phone on me. You know, I was doing a little dirt on, and I was trying to like throw the motherfucker, but the damn police, he kept looking at my hand. He like, get your hand out your pocket. I'm like, fuck. But what I'm saying is I kept frequently going in and out, so it was a red flag. And they told me why they got me too. They were like, we know what you're doing, you know, it's a better way, blah blah blah. I was young and shit. And they was like, I'm like, how y'all get me, man? He started laughing. He was like, because you was a red flag. Like a normal person will not come in and out the same day every day like that.
Mm-hmm.
Normal people don't do that. You fly out to Cali, then you come right back to Atlanta the same day, and then you fly the next 2 days. You back out in Cali and then back to Georgia. It's like, come on, man. It's like normal people don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah, they do make sense. And I told my homeboy, like, fuck, bro, I told you that shit. But anyways, yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about the girls. We're gonna talk about the barrios out in the hood, the quote unquote hoods in Colombia. I'll be out there a lot. Also events and stuff like that. Motos, that's a big thing too. These guys that be on motos. I had an incident happen in Dominican Republic with my friend. He ended up getting robbed, you know, from a moto, and that happens in Colombia too. Guys on motos.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people might not be aware of that. So pretty much everything covering about safety in Colombia, man. You got anything? Passport
Nah.
speak? Nothing.
Nah. Mm-hmm.
So where do you live? Do you live like in a barrio or do you live like a more city like area?
So for anybody that may be somewhat familiar with Medellin, there is Poblado, which is like your Provenza area. Right next to that is something called Manila. And then maybe about 10 minutes down from there, going north, it would be City del Rio, which is the first city before you start getting towards El Centro. I live right there in City del Rio, which I really love that area this area because it is super central. It's pretty much in the almost like dead smack in the middle of the city. So anywhere that you want to go, you can get there in about 15 to 20 minutes.
So it's not a
So I mean,
barrio. You're not in the
no,
barrio.
no,
Okay.
I'm not in one of the barrios. This is just a subset of Poblado. So technically I live in Poblado, but it's not a lot of foreigners here, so it still feels very, very local. And like I said, it's very central. So if you want to go to Bejo, that's maybe 20 minutes. That's all. That's more further up north. If you want to get to Laureles, it's about 15 minutes. Sabaneta or Envigado or whatever, that's all 15 minutes. So pretty much everything is close. And then Provenza is maybe about like an 8 to 10 minute Uber ride if if you need an Uber.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So when y'all get these Airbnbs, I wouldn't go to the barrio, man. Um. And I tell dudes stop being cheap, man. Like when you traveling, like don't be cheap, cause that that can mess you up, bro. Like, and you it end up costing you more money now, cause something don't happen. You see what I'm saying? Like most of these dudes that get drugged, they be cheap. They be in these sketchy looking like hotels, bro. And I'm gonna pull that up. You know what I'm saying? It always these sketchy hotel looking places, man. You don't never see no elevators. You don't never see. It's just always steps. Like they walking up a step, and it's always like a steel like door or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's always that, bro.
To For those videos that I've seen, it looks like they're staying in like Laureles, or they could be staying in the south somewhere like Itagüí or something like that. But essentially, they're all staying in buildings that don't have 24-hour security. And it's it could be just because it's cheaper, you know, but you trying to save money on your place, you know, as you said, it's costing you more money in the long run. But anytime I see one of these videos, I see girls walking in without having to get their ID checked. They have cameras. First off, only the cheap places have cameras in the hallways. The expensive buildings ain't got no cameras in the hallways because they don't need them. But all those videos, you see people with cameras in the hallways. They walking right in the front door of the building with no kind of security, or they walking up steps going into an apartment. Those are always usually the cheap places.
And I'm gonna show y'all an example of what we talking about, because I seen that trend. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I don't see no like elevators or nothing like the shit I be in. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's always some rundown shit. And then the girls on top of that are like 3s and 4s, bro. It's like they don't even look good. Like, what are y'all doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all examples of that, man. And then I'm gonna log into my because I got to keep showing people this, because I get new subscribers every time. You know what I'm saying? I don't go live frequently, so I gotta show it every time I get on this topic for my new viewers, because they might not see it and they might not know, you know what I'm saying, what to look for. So I gotta keep showing it. So I'm gonna log into my Tinder that I don't really get on no more. You know what I'm saying? I really mainly be on Instagram, because Instagram got an algorithm that really helps me out, because they know what I like. You see what I'm saying? You know, I talk to a lot of girls on Instagram. A lot of girls follow me back. So Instagram, they suggest more like baddies, more fine girls. So it's
they start recommending more. They start recommending similar girls to the accounts that you follow or that follow you.
Right. And I'm like, damn, she fine. Damn, she fine. Okay, I don't even need to be on Tinder no more. Like, only time I take Tinder is when the girls like me. I don't even swipe or nothing. It just, I did check who like me, if I like them or not. That's it. So I'm gonna log in and show y'all what I do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta explain that again on how I do it. And then we're gonna look at a live that Passport Graffiti did a couple days ago. Y'all can check out his full live on this channel. But we're gonna briefly talk about some things that he was talking about. And I talked to him a couple days ago. I said it kind of hurts me a little bit. Y'all be telling people not to get on there at all, like at all. I understand that, you know what I'm saying? He not the only one that says that. Everybody pretty much says that, but I don't think nobody explains it how I explain it though on what I do. You see what I'm saying? But I get it. It's more convenient just to tell people just to stay off that motherfucker completely. That way, nobody, you know what I'm saying, nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? We can't save everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know I can't save everybody, but who I can tell is the people that watching me right now. So, and who's on my channel.
So just to speak on that real quick, I usually am one for sure to say stay off the dating apps. Don't fuck with them. But I say that because it's more so something geared towards people who are not seasoned in Colombia and who don't know everything to look out for. And it's just easier, as you said, to just say stay off of it versus me trying to break down what to look for, or someone misinterprets something, or, you know, they just come here and it's that last night and they're like, F it, you know, I'm just going to jump on it. And that's usually when most people, you know, make their mistakes, is like them last couple nights of vacation when you just trying to get it in. So yeah, I'm definitely one on my channel. I tell everybody to stay off of it. I've done lives before on what to look out for and all that, but it just seems like it's better to be safe than be sorry, and just tell people stay off the shit than, you know, trying to tell them exactly what to look for. Because some of this, to be real with you guys, is going to be just instincts. It's going to be instincts, and your experience is going to play a part in, you know, whether you choose to meet up with a girl or not. And that just take you, you know, coming to Colombia a lot or living here for a long time and just knowing the little things to look for. Sometimes stuff is just going to be situational, where it may pop up while you're with the girl, and you gotta be like, oh damn, this might be a red flag. I need to abort mission or whatever. Like, it's not everything is just gonna be black and white.
Shout out to Bad Shot Delivery for the super chat. He had no question, just sending money. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Good and easy right there, man. Let's get to this question right here. Is it safe to drink liquor there now, or should we bring our own bottles? Nah, bro. It's like I'm not trying to scare nobody, bro. Like I feel real safe in Colombia. We just telling y'all what could happen and things that do go on in Colombia. But 90% of the time, most of the people are good. You know what I'm saying? They just living, they just living their lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not trying to scare people and tell you everybody out to get you. No. We're just telling you things that could happen if you doing those type of things, if you in that type of atmosphere, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But nah, bro, it ain't to that extreme where you gotta bring your own bottles, bro. No, man. I mean, you can just go to the store and get your liquor bottle, bro.
Yeah, your only risk with bottles is when you're in public, nightclubs. That's where a few druggings have happened to guys or to people is in public establishments, but if you go to a store, buy a bottle and bring it back home, or if you go to a nightclub and you buy your own bottle and you have your own section or whatever, you don't got to worry about that. It's just, the people around you is what you would have to worry about. But that, you can't, okay, I'm going to say like you can't control it, but then again, you can. You got to be very observant. If you even have a drink or whatever, and you're like at a bar and you look away from it or whatever, then you decide, all right, well, I'm just going to get a new drink. Because there's been times where, I've been out and have slipped up and been like, oh shit, that could have been an opportunity. Somebody could have, put something in my drink if that was the case.
Yo. Yeah, that applies to people that you meet that day. Like if you meet them in the club, then yeah, of course, man, you need to watch your damn drink, bro. But like I went to the club with Misha, shout out to Misha, Rainier. I went with people I knew. They all American people. Like I know they not finna do no damn scoping. They there to have a good time too. They on vacation. Like I'm around those type of people. But if you around like people that you don't know, then yes. But I don't know why you would want to link up with people that you don't know in the first place like that. You know what I'm saying? Without checking their background and knowing what they're about. Let's see. They never tell you that the girls don't like black men. That's a lie. And they look at you with disgust. Other ones are low hanging fruit. I don't know if you talking about Medellin, but girls in Cartagena love black dudes, man. And they put that shit on record on Instagram, all that. They be dissing the Colombian dudes out there, man. And she don't have to do that. She on her own page doing that. You know what I'm saying? She not talking to a black man filling his head up. Yeah, she on her own page doing that. I'm like, damn. Medi? Oh, you talking about Medellin? Well, I mean, I don't know that. I'm mainly in man. Maybe Passport Graffiti can.
No, I will say, of course, like there is a colorism thing here. I'm not going to act like that doesn't exist. So, I would say, yeah, I think there are some women, I'm not going to say all, there are some women who prefer, maybe white men or lighter skinned men, but, you still got a lot of women here who are with brothers who like the brown skin or my skin tone, DC's skin tone. It may be a different if you're talking about like African black, like black, but for the most part, if you Moreno or, you brown skin, I still see a lot of women with those type of guys. I mean, even lately on TikTok and Instagram, I've been doing like some loyalty tests, and a lot of brothers have been hitting me up, and they're dating Colombians here in Medellin as well. So it's not like it's a ton of them who don't like them.
Yeah, and that's anywhere in the country, man. I mean, you got people in America that don't like it's a preference. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just flat out just say that because I deal with tons of women and I know. You know what I'm saying? What I was gonna say. Oh, that loyalty tip. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. I need to use that for my follower, man. And you said that girl actually passed based off what she did on the DMs. According to the DM, she passed, right?
This one did, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's some who failed, but this one, I've had quite. You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I've had quite a few actually pass, which is surprising to me. It's actually kind of restored my faith a little bit, but some of it too is just they're passing by default because maybe they're just leaving me on scene or whatever. You know, like I'm reaching out and they leaving me on scene. But to me, that's still a good sign because it mean like, you know, she just not willing to entertain other guys. And on my IG is curated in a way to demonstrate high value, access to scarce resources, pre-selection, social status, you know, on top of it that I'm talking about, like I'm going to some of the best places here, like Dulcinea, Oka Restaurant, La Chula, like I have access to all these places and stuff. So when a girl looks at my profile, and on top of it, you know, I have vacation photos and nice places, and I show me with my car. So if she's going, you know, if she see my profile and she's even remotely into brothers, because of course some of them may be just, I may not be their type, but in general, if they're just trying to entertain another dude for opportunity, if they go in, they're gonna go, you know. So it's like I said, some have failed, but lately, surprisingly, there've been more pass than fail. In my opinion, I'm just going based off on interaction. And I'm a guy who probably messages at least 20 to 30 girls a day on Instagram. So it's not like I don't know how to slide in DMs.
Yeah. And y'all see it, yeah, and y'all see the picture on his thumb when I put on the thumbnail. He got professional. He a photographer, so he got professional photos. You know, clean cut. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't got no trashy looking photos. So you know, girls, because I cater my Instagram to women also.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know what they like. I'll be the perfect guy to do the test with too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm consistently doing things that women like. You see what I'm saying? And they know if they get with me, we're going to go out and do nice things. So a girl could easily pass or fail if I'm in their DM. You know what I'm saying? So
And I have everything of, you know, as far as point of leverage, as you said, photography, or I'm a photographer. Every girl wants to get pictures taken of them. On top of it, going nice places, having access to the top, you know, restaurants and nightclubs here in Medellin. So, you know, and everything I post as far as stories, if it ain't something promoting something I'm doing, it's all based on, you know, showing value and status.
okay. Before I show y'all everything, like my Tinder account, I'm gonna show y'all the the sketchy hotel these dudes be in, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All that. We're gonna get into like the events. We're gonna talk about the women a little later. But like so you be going out to events. Is
Mhm.
it any precaution you take when you go to events or anything like that? Or you
So, are you talking about things that I go to, or events that I
like
host?
just events with crowds of people, you know what I'm saying? You're around a lot of people that you don't
Okay.
know,
Um, so
stuff
to
like that.
be so to be honest, I don't really go out that much anymore to places that are just kind of random. Like usually if I go out, it's to dance bachata. That used to be on Thursday nights, which my Thursday nights now got replaced with me doing this dinner party for girls at Oka Restaurant, which is in San Lucas Plaza, which is close to El Tesoro, if anybody knows Medellin. I'm not sure if I took you to El Tesoro or no. I don't think I did. But it's over in that area and in one of the more upscale part of town, probably the most expensive area, more expensive than Poblado, I would say. So nice area. So lately, I haven't really been going out to places I don't know. Now, last Friday, I was out at Dulcinea, which is a nightclub here with a big group of girls, probably like 8 to 10 girls, and I didn't drink that night at all because all these girls I met from Instagram, and some of them it was the first time I was hanging out with them, some of them it wasn't, but in general, I just wanted to keep it cautious. I had just like soda, or like just soda, but pretty much my cup was in my hand the whole time.
Yeah. So that's just basic, just basic precaution right there. You know what I'm saying? What about that event you went to with the beauty? What is it?
Oh, Bea Jessa.
Yeah, but see that's more of a high class
Yeah,
event though. So
yeah,
you ain't got to worry about that. They ain't.
yeah. That is just like an expo. Like you go to almost like a damn. I ain't been in the U.S. so long. I don't forgot the name of what they're called. Where do they hold a convention center? So it's essentially at like a convention center, and it's just a bunch of booths, and you kind of walk around. So that ain't really nothing. You would get, you would be in danger in any one of those type of events.
Okay. So when I went to Santa Marta with my shorty, man, I don't know where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? And she don't know it. She not from Santa Marta either. So I gotta protect myself and her. So she wondering why I'm looking crazy. I'm not looking crazy. I'm just focused. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out here. I don't know nothing about Santa Marta. You know what I'm saying? We having a good time. I gotta protect me and you. And they can tell I'm not from here. I'm bigger than everybody else. Like they just know. Like Columbus, I would tell me like, oh, we can easily spot an American. They just bigger. That's what they say. They just bigger. Like y'all just look bigger. The women bigger. Everything just bigger. So I'm bigger than everybody. They looking. You know what I'm saying? So motos and shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, just taking precaution. And I don't just stand in one spot. I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Um, Stuff like that, man. You can't just be blinded, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really basic shit, man. Come with events and just going out in a large group of people. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's just I really don't like them, but personally, like a lot of moving parts. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, but we were just going to a store because she needed to get some clothes, like a bikini or something like that, and we was out pretty late. But that was basically it though. Nothing too crazy. Um, so when it comes to stuff like that, man, it's just basic, man. Like you anywhere in the world, just watching yourself. Uh, is DR safer?
I would say, yeah.
I would say yeah. Y'all know y'all see me as the DR guy, but I feel better in Colombia. The thing with DR with me is they with the extortion shit. They extort a lot out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the police, they'll stop you for no reason and try to get money out of you. Like don't nobody try to harm you. Like Colombia will harm you. Like they with scoping. They don't care if you live or die. They'll shoot you and all that. DR don't do that. They don't put your life in danger, but they will extort you. They will like manipulate you. They will do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but overall, I would say DR safer. But personally, I would rather be in Colombia though, because I don't like when they be doing that shit. It's starting and just pulling you over for no reason. Because I drive in DR. You know what I'm saying? I be driving in DR. I don't do taxes and shit like that really. That go Flyboy right there. That Flyboy. Flyboy way gaming. Oh, you got another channel, bro?
Nigga got like 20 channels.
Yeah. There you go. He
Got
might
like
pull up
20
because I'm
channels.
about to pull up on the video with you explaining. We talked about it before I pulled up the live about you explaining what to look out for. Which you're not wrong, Flyboy. You're not wrong. But I want to add more to it, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's wrong here. Me, Papo Graffiti, Flyboy, nobody's wrong here. I'm just adding more shit to it. That's it. Well, shout out to Flyboy, man. I think that's
It
about
was
it,
good,
man.
Flyboy.
I think that's about it with the event shit, man.
Yeah, honestly, it's just going out. You know, it depends on what you would consider an event. Because like here, they have some events where it's like, you know, Afro Fest or something like that, and that's all going to be held in like a club. And in my experience, man, and I done gone to many concerts here. I done gone to different events. For the most part, events you don't really have so much to worry about. It's more so just when you kind of randomly going out to a nightclub or
When I say
something like
events,
that.
I'm putting all that into
Oh, into
one
one.
thing.
Okay.
I'm talking about like
Okay.
carnivals, people, the what you call it, Melicon, where the Colombians like to be in big groups where everybody be at, like everybody
Mhm.
just having a good time eating the food from the, from them little, you know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
people just everywhere. It just you still have to look out, man, because you just never know. But 9 times out of 10, you good. Everybody mind their own business
Mhm.
and just having a good time, really. You know what I'm saying? But it's always that 1% chance, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Cleaner. He said shout out to DCPRT and graffiti. Thank you, butcher his name, man.
What's
But
good, man?
let's check out these videos, man. These sketchy ass videos, man. It's a pattern, y'all. So we're gonna talk about the dudes that be getting drugged by these women. They all ugly. I'm gonna just keep it real. They like threes and fours. I don't know how you in Colombia with just threes and fours, but they are. And they always just walking up steps. I never see them in like some secure place, man. And y'all gonna see the pattern, bro. Y'all gonna see the pattern. This one right here.
This video is so easy, I'm not even getting out of bed for it. It's another.
Can y'all hear that? Before, because sometimes y'all can't hear that. Can y'all hear that? Put a one if y'all can hear that. Can you hear it? Graffiti?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Can y'all hear it? Because I don't want to play it and y'all talking about I can't hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Can somebody give me a one?
Yeah.
Y'all heard it? All right, let's go.
Reminder that you don't need two females, and that once again, you niggas love going for the low hanging fruit. And as you can see, it's super low. Now, homeboy met these two ugly ass bitches on Calle 10 for sure. The black shorty, everybody knows her. She's well known for drugging and robbing motherfuckers. And
Bro, y'all just heard what he said? Everybody knows her. Bro, look at how she looks. She looks like she does that type of shit, bro. Why would you get with somebody that looks like they be drugging and robbing? She looks like she on that shit, on that type of shit. Like,
Oh man.
are y'all with me, bro? Do y'all agree with me? She looks like she will rob you. That alone should tell you not to mess with her. She just looks like it, bro. So I don't know how this dude even got this girl, bro. She looked like she up to no good. And the girl and her friend. They just look like they're up to no good, bro. And that's how all of them look. I just don't get how they do it, bro. I don't get it.
for the life of me, I can't tell you why people always pick her to come home with them. So the first mistake this guy made was staying at a raggedy Airbnb that doesn't have a real porteria, security, or any.
Y'all see the steps? Why? Where the elevator at, man? Why is always some back door, like they snuck in type shit? It always looked like that. It's just the first video.
Any sort of safeguards to check and control access to the building. Cheap hotels equal no security. First mistake. The second thing that he should have noticed is that the girl tries to hide her face clearly when she realizes that the camera is filming her. Major red flag if a female's trying to hide her face from the cameras. That means she is definitely about to get your ass. Get her the fuck out of there. So now, as you can see, they're using his suitcase with all his shit, and he's about to wake up probably a day or two later and not even realize that he just got robbed by two of the ugliest prostitutes in Medellin. Congratulations. So, fellas, if you or your
Bro, that's crazy, man. Let me ask you one thing, Papo Graffiti. Would you ever talk to a girl that look like this?
No, I
I got
didn't.
no chance, right?
I didn't talk to girls like that in the States, and I especially didn't travel overseas to talk to women look like that. I mean, obviously, I didn't come to Colombia specifically for women. I'm not going to say nobody dating doesn't play a part in it, but I didn't come here specifically for that. But ideally, my goal would be to find something better than what I would be able to get in the States as far as beauty and looks.
Yeah, basically they don't have a shot, bro. Like you might as well stay in the States for something like that, bro. That's crazy. That's one right there. Two. Look again, steps. Do this look familiar to y'all? Look like the last video I just showed y'all. Look like they just snuck in and they walking upstairs. No elevator, no nothing, bro. And y'all probably know what happened after that, bro. So do it a little similar to y'all, man? Or do I need to show y'all some more shit, man?
It's December, almost Christmas in Medellin.
Same shit, bro. Steps and looking like they sneaking in. It's the same repeat. It's like a repeat, bro. Y'all see the similarity? So what I'm basically saying is stop being cheap, man. Coming to these countries, bro. Cause you're gonna get cheap women based off they looks. These motherfuckers ugly as hell. And it's no security, bro. Like, why y'all being cheap? Like, I don't get that. It's like you pay $700-800 for a plane ticket. It's like you spend all this money to get over here just to be cheap. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Or what I would prefer, man, for those type of guys, man, just save up your bread until you got enough to actually get something nicer.
Yeah,
like,
they might. And people gonna try to bump that, black man. I can't afford it. I ain't like you. Well, just wait, bro. Like, just wait till you save up enough money.
The women here ain't going nowhere. They were here before you came. They're gonna be here after you came. They're gonna be here the next time you get here. The women ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere. But you know what will go somewhere is your ass. Like, literally, if they drug you and you don't make it, your laptop, your fucking money, all that shit ain't gonna be there.
You're gonna be in the upper room.
Yeah, come on, man. Y'all just seen my last video, right? Y'all just seen my last video. Let me take this down, and we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get to Passport Graffiti's live and Flyboy in National Zoo, but hold on, right quick. I'm gonna show that later, right there. But what I was gonna say, y'all know my last video, I was with a Colombian girl and she was cooking. I ain't had nothing to worry about. Why is that? Why I had nothing to worry about? It's because I already know this girl. I've been to her house. Most girls that's up to no good, they're not gonna allow you to know where they stay at personally. They'd rather meet you somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Can you give me an Uber? You know, or something like that, and meet you somewhere. They don't want you pulling up to their house. You see what I'm saying?
Or another thing they're gonna do too is because I don't want you guys to get this confused. They'll say, I'll get the Uber there, but you just pay for it when I get there.
Right.
That's so you won't know where they live. And then more than likely as well, the Uber driver is probably their primo or a Theo or is a cousin or uncle or somebody who they just trying to get some money to as well. So, you know, that's another thing you got to look out for if you try to go the Uber route.
Yup. And if I do, it comes out my app. So I know her location. She sent me her address. You see what I'm saying?
Or another thing you can do too is what I used to do when I first got here. Sometimes you might get in Spanish. It may translate to, can you pick me up or something like that. But what you got to do, it's going to cost you a little bit extra money. But, you know, it's like, hey, F it, what's a few extra dollars? Is you get the Uber from your house to wherever their house is. And then you go to wherever you're going to go. So that way you can see a physical location of where they live. The Uber going to take you in a barrio, but you just stay inside the Uber. but you can still see, you know, where she lived. You got a physical address. And the good thing about Uber is that it's a paper trail of everything. You can see all your last trips, where you went to, where it started, where it ended. But
Yo,
that's what I used to do before I had a car here. Is I would get in, I would have the Uber come to my house first, go pick them up while I'm in the Uber, and then go to wherever they were going to live. Even if it meant I was in Poblado, I had to go to Bejo and then come back to Poblado. I just wanted to know like physical locations.
right. So before I get back to my story, Jeff said you still have to be safe. Yeah, of course. Anywhere in the world you got to be safe, bro. My best friend got set up and killed while he on vacation. He was very flashy, which drew the wrong attention. Now now what I will say about DR, you can be flashy in DR because that's their culture too. But it probably depends on where he was at. Now, you can be flashy in the United States. If you're in the wrong hood, you're gonna get got the same way. They
Yep.
with this ninja, like, oh, he good, he got. But if he in a club in DR, if he at a nice restaurant in DR and he flashy, he good because everybody look like that. You know, I would call when I didn't know nothing about DR that much. I wore my little necklace, but my friend, she told me she like man, put your jewelry on. I'm like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When I got there, man, women had way more, like women had jewelry everywhere. Like they're just that culture too. They basically like black people, like based off the urban style. Colombia don't care about that shit. Like that's not their style. They gonna get you. They gonna get your ass. But DR, you can kind of get away with that because they wear jewelry too. But he probably was in the wrong spot, bro. Or messing with the wrong girl, man.
So if you are in Colombia, these are the only places that I would recommend that you wear jewelry, or, you know, if you wear any kind of designer stuff. Now, a lot of people say don't wear designer. I say it's okay for you to wear designer here because there's so much knockoff shit here that nobody's going to be able to tell if the shit's real or fake. So you wearing a Dior shirt or whatever, like you can go to Central and get something that look exactly similar and the shit be knockoff. So I would say you can wear designer here because nobody really know whether it's real or not. You'll see girls wearing Louis Vuitton shoes, you know, and with different things that say Dior or whatever on it. So you can wear designer here, but jewelry, and if it's real, that's a different thing. Now, I have a friend here who owns a gym, very successful guy from Florida. He wears like his ring that got his gold ring that has some diamonds in it, and he wear a few rings. But generally, if you're going to wear jewelry, it would be these places. It's going to be inside of a mall, and that means you going from mall directly to a car back to your place. It can be in a restaurant, which means you're going from your place into an Uber, into a restaurant, back into an Uber, back into your house. Or you can wear it. I would say a lot. Actually, those are probably the only real places I would say you could wear it. It'd be gym, restaurant, mall. Those would be it. Because I see girls here wearing they gold chains, you know, and smart fit all the time, or you know, they'll be wearing a $300
Those are higher class
AirPods,
girls.
you know, that they done got from their sugar daddy or their sponsor. You know, they be wearing all the expensive shit in the gym. So, but generally they're getting back into a car or an Uber or something, going back to wherever they live. So I kind of move how the locals move. You know, wherever that you see them wearing jewelry, those would be the same places. And generally those are the places I only see them as restaurants, malls, and gym. And I've seen a few like women, you know, with some like nice higher end, you know, jewelry or designer stuff that I would say is real. Like Tus is a brand here that's essentially kind of like their, you know, I would say Gucci or something like that. Like
I seen
a
them wear
Tus
a lot of
handbag.
Alo too. Alo.
Yeah, a Tus handbag here probably costs like $200 or $250. That's not really, you know, much in the States for designer, but here, nah, that's like a flex.
Yeah. Y'all know how I rock, man. You know, I wear my shit, man, but I'm always in good areas. And like what Passport Graffiti say, you leave the mall, you know. A lot of these places got garages. you know,
Mhm.
like parking and stuff. So you're not all out in the open, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. If you driving, you good. Um, yeah, I'm just not out and about, just free, like doing it. I'm in good, nice spots. Like I went to Viva La Vida. That's in Cartagena. That very nice restaurant, rooftop restaurant. Like I'm always in some nice shit. Man. So yeah. Um, but back to old girl though, man. Yeah, I see. You might ask, like, oh, you had a Colombian girl cook for you? Yeah, because I know her, met her mom, sisters, been to her house. Her mom cooked me food, you know, and she stay in the barrio. And no, I know a lot of y'all like to see visuals. This is where I was at. This is where she from. The barrio, man. Out there. That's some food her mom cooked me right there too. I'm just
And that
eating with
look good as,
everybody in the
that look
family.
good as fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit good. That's what they
Look
do.
good as
They
fuck.
cook. Yeah, that shit good as hell, bro. So that's what they do. They make plates for the community, and she said, as long as I pay my rent, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like most most of them are content and they good on how they living. There's like no motive. They not money hungry. Like as long as the bills paid, they good. They happy. You know what I'm saying? That's how most of them are, like the Pisces. You know what I'm saying? They real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's the only time I really go to a barrio or a hood. I won't just go by myself. I gotta know somebody. You know, if I go out there, because it can get sketchy. Cause you gonna look out of place, like for sure out there. They not used to seeing foreigners at all. Foreigners don't go there. You see what I'm saying? They stay in the touristic places. They don't go places like that. You know, I still like stick out like a sore thumb. So I go out with people that I know. You know, her mom wanted to meet me and shit like that. So I went, and she like, my mom want to cook for you. I was like, okay. So that's why I'm comfortable with her cooking for me because I know about her. I know where she lives, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta look over my shoulder and think she trying to scope me or some shit. Nah, she good. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I don't even deal with sketchy ass girls anyway. All the women I fuck with, they solid. But yeah, what else I was gonna show?
I just wanted to say real quick, I appreciate backshot delivery for the Cash App. He shot me a Cash App, so appreciate you, man.
Shout out to Backshot Delivery for showing love, man. Papo Graffiti, what you really looking for, G?
I don't know what you mean by that question.
Yeah, you might have to be a little bit more specific with that, John. That's what you really looking for.
That's like super broad.
Yeah, bro. Be more specific with that, bro. That's like you know him type of like how you said that. Let's see. Let's go to Passport Graffiti live. Fly boy, if you still looking, bro, you can come up if you want to, man. But let's see. So basically, great. Passport Graffiti was talking about Fly boy, but he was basically talking about International Zoe. You know what I'm saying on what he was talking about. He was really just covering what he was talking about.
Yeah, so to give this a little context, this was a reaction video to International Zoe's video, and he was talking about, you know, scoping, in which, you know, I brought up, he was saying that, you know, Flyboy Way, and like I said, this is no shout out, you know, nothing negative towards Flyboy. It's just something ironic because that's, for some reason, right before I saw this clip, there was a short of Flyboys that came up on YouTube, and I was like, oh man, these will go good together. So I just paired the two together. But essentially, it was saying that, Flyboy happened to be with a scope queen and didn't know it. And the video that I pulled up of Flyboy's was basically him explaining, what to look out for scope queens. And then I thought, like, man, this is just the craziest coincidence or the irony of it that, Flyboy is explaining how to essentially spot a scope queen and then happen to end up with one. I guess she was on stream. And DC, you made a good point, off camera, which you can bring up or whatever.
I'm gonna bring that up on why, maybe that's why she didn't try Flyboy, but I think Flyboy smart enough anyway. He probably wasn't drinking shit anyway. Like, he's seasoned, man. He ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into the video right here, and we're gonna I'm gonna add my 2 cents to it.
I happened to see a live that he did, and I want to bring this up, that he had. This was in like 2024, where he was trying to basically say, this is how you spot a scope queen. And I'm gonna play this real quick.
Remember what I told you guys about the face, right? What did I tell you guys at the beginning? I said, hey, if you're on Tinder in any country, well, for now, let's say Colombia. If you're on Tinder in Colombia and you realize the woman has one picture with her whole face showing, even though she has the top part cut off, or at the next picture, she has something in front of her face and glasses.
DC, I don't know if you could full screen it.
She's looking away. The next picture,
I don't know if you can full screen it. It may show the whole thing.
Phone in front of her face, and in the last picture, she's looking away from the camera.
Or maybe your bottom right.
That is a chance that this woman may scope. In other words, this woman may drug. Is my opinion, my perspective.
Yeah, there you go.
Of traveling around the world, dating multiple women from different places around the world. This is how in Cartagena. Remember what I.
So to say all this, I wanted to bring this up because. Hold on, real quick. Let me.
No, I'm gonna stop it right there. Because, damn, how to bring this shit back up? Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there because Flyboy, he wasn't wrong. Yes, you look for that. That's like, I think that's an entry. Like, that's obvious right there. If she not showing her face, man, why the hell you talking to her? That just period. Like what the hell? You must be ugly as hell. That's the first thing I'm gonna think. Like, why I'm gonna talk to you if you're not showing your face? You see what I'm saying? But that's another reason why they not showing their face, because they could be on some bullshit, like what Flyboy was saying. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know how dudes have to be falling for that, because it's a reason why they post pictures like that. It got to work. Because if it don't work, they wouldn't be posting pictures like that. So I don't know why. I don't know how dudes fall for that. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. Like, you just see the body. You're not even looking at the face. Like, damn.
So generally, what will happen with that is that there will be, you can post 6 pictures on Tinder. They'll have 5 where they're not showing their face, and they'll have 1 where they're actually showing their face. But obviously, the majority of the pictures, they're not showing their face because they know you're not going to swipe on their face. I mean, there are some who don't show their face at all, but the majority, it will be at least 1 picture that show their face. And they do that because they know ain't nobody really going to swipe on, or not many guys are going to swipe on if you don't see what they face look like. So they have 1, but the majority of the reason why the other, 5 pictures are all their faces covered is because they don't want to be recognized by somebody, or they don't want their family or, somebody to see them on there. And the other thing is just so they have less exposure, of what they look like. If you only saw 1 picture, you might be like, it's not that easy to remember what she looked like.
Yeah, or it might be her best photo, because I don't got some girls Instagram. I'm like, nah, you don't look that good, bro. I might have to pass on you, because they got way more pictures on their Instagram. Because that's why we telling y'all, they post on Instagram, bro. You limited on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? But Instagram, they probably got 50 photos. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, you don't look that good. You just chose your best one that you had, but your ass you don't look
For
good,
sure.
and I don't write them or whatever. But like I said, fly boy, yes, that could be a red flag right there. But to add to that, when you do you don't stop there, bro. If you talking to them, you tell them what's your Instagram, and I'm gonna show y'all, like y'all know how I do. I'm gonna log into my Tinder and show y'all what I be doing. I don't be on Tinder no more like that, but I do go back and check this to see who like me and see if they look good or whatever. But you ask for the Instagram, man. Y'all, most dudes gotta stop letting these girls lead, bro. Lead conversations. Like y'all gotta start leading conversations, bro. Cause these women need you more than you need them, bro. So why y'all the one acting thirsty, bro? You know what I'm saying? You need to lead the conversation. If she say something and it don't make sense, you tell her no. Don't go with it just because she a girl and she look good or whatever. And be like, oh, okay. Don't just go with it. Be like, nah, I need to see this, that. Nah, this what we gonna do. Like y'all gotta start leading conversations, man. Stop letting these girls lead y'all.
I would say not only the conversation, but the relationship too. If it's anything you don't like or you're not rocking with, cut them off, move on to the next one. The best mindset you can have here is abundance. In Colombia, not just Medellin, but in Colombia, just thinking, there's always going to be another one, so it's easy to just let one go.
Yeah, and have discipline, man. Who this dude right here? Yankees go home in Colombia. You probably can read that.
Yankees go home in Colombia. No queremos más. We don't want any more pedophiles. Buying prostitutes in Colombia. Buying prostitutes in Colombia. Ya nos los respetamos ni nor I don't know what that word is. Nor we don't something or accept. We don't accept. Se acabos. Basically, go back to your country. You're a cancer of the world. That's what he said.
I don't know if you're talking about me or not, but
He's talking about all passport, like basically all guys, essentially passport guys.
oh, okay. I mean,
Or
I agree
guys
with
who
you,
follow.
bro. I don't know what you're really saying, but I agree with you with that. But
So
I'm not that though.
So I want to say this. I actually want to put the comment back up because I want to address it. I just want to read it again to make sure I get everything right. All right. So first thing I want to say is that in Colombia, no queremos más pedofilios. Not everybody that lives here in Colombia or that comes to Colombia is a pedophile. Secondly, if you are referring to the guy who just got caught in Bogota, which I'm assuming that's the only way. I mean, the only thing I can assume, because this is the most recent thing that's happened. If you have not been on social media, there has been no foul play that was basically found in that case with that gentleman. I even made a video about it and then deleted it because I made a mistake. I rushed to the conclusion, but after an investigation by the Colombian law enforcement, whatever their child protective services is called, there was no wrongful doing or no SA or S exploitation, trying to keep this friendly for YouTube, that was found in that case. I get it. There are a lot of guys who come from America to Colombia for that type of thing. But if you look at the statistics, over 54% of those are white men. So if you're trying to direct this comment to us, two black men, we're not part of that statistic. That's the first part. Buying prostitutes. Everybody buys prostitutes. White, black, yellow, green, Middle Eastern. Everybody does. Now, I'm not going to be one of those people that say, oh, well, if you don't want people to come here for prostitution, then change the law, because I understand that it's too complex to change with something that is so embedded in Colombian culture, and that it provides a way of living for a lot of people or a lot of women. Secondly, what was the last part of that? That's fine if you don't accept us, and not everybody here is here to, here in Colombia for something negative. So not everybody who travels to another country is a cancer to the world. That's all I got to say to that.
Right. And I just literally just so I don't know, but I don't know. I don't want to take it coming out. Maybe he not. Maybe he's talking out broad. Maybe he's not talking to us saying. But I just
Now,
showed
usually the Colombians that do that, if he watching your channel, is probably a Colombian American, which it usually almost always is. It's Colombians that live in America or Canada or the UK or some other country that decided not to return and live in their own country of Colombia, but they want to shit on everybody else who decided to come move here and who may be actually doing positive things here in the country.
Yeah, maybe it did live, bro. It did live, bringing them up here because the dude just commented on my new video said cooking the gringo a nice dinner. like why I comment that?
Man, it's engagement.
Gringo,
man.
like he had to say gringo. Why you couldn't just say,
of course.
"Oh, she made you a nice dinner"? He said cooking the gringo a nice dinner. So I
No,
know
it's an emphasis. It's one of these like xenophobic, American, probably Colombian guys who more than likely wish they could return to their country, but can't, but then want to hate on everybody else who comes here.
Yeah, he
and
probably American. Yeah,
and then
'cause he
generalize
wrote
and
in
throw
English.
everybody in the same category.
Yup. I just showed y'all a video of me at her mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with the family. Like it's not a pro, bro. Like I'm doing. Her mom cooked me dinner. Like that's why I like showing shit. That's why I like showing video and showing. You see what I'm saying? Because people don't believe when you just talking. I like showing. So that's why I keep telling folks I don't do what he was saying. I don't do that. I just literally showed y'all a video at her house. Like doing normal shit, like any normal person would do. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, he fit what he said. He said like relationship wise, bro. That's what he's saying.
Honestly, man, to answer that question, what am I looking for in a relationship wise? Ideally, I would like a girl who, man, that's a hard one to answer, but I'm gonna try my best. So for me, there's a lot of shit that I won't deal with. For example, I didn't deal with single moms in the United States, so I didn't come to Colombia to deal with one. Now, before I moved here, I didn't know that 80% of the women in Colombia are single moms, or else I may have probably, decided maybe to reevaluate another country to go to learn language, learn the Spanish language, and potentially, try to relocate to and date in. But I didn't come here specifically for that. I came here to learn Spanish, and because it was super close to Miami, which is where I lived before I got here. Now, for me, that's one of the things that's a deal breaker to me is the women having kids. Secondly, I don't like women that have a lot of tattoos. Here in Medellin, that just tends to be part of the culture, or maybe it's all of Colombia. I haven't really been to like Barranquilla.
They could be Venezuelans. Might confuse them with Venezuelans too.
No, I mean, like normally when you talk to a girl, you find out like, oh, where are they from? Colombia,
okay.
Venezuela. You find all that stuff out. But the majority of the Colombians, they, here the Paisas, they have a lot of tattoos. It's just, like I said, part of their culture. And then it's other little things like, poor communication, which a lot of Colombian women have that. It's a lot of things. So it's a lot of things that play a part into why I haven't got into or another relationship yet, because I was in one before that or before now, but I decided to end that one. But ultimately, when I can find a girl who can communicate well, who can basically take responsibility when she, does things, can actually learn from my leadership, not actually just, what's the best way to put it? Like constantly keep making the same mistakes, because you get a lot of girls here that keep making the same mistakes. And you're like, damn, you ain't learning from nothing that I'm trying to tell you or trying to teach you. And it's another thing, like for every really, really bad Colombian woman that you see online or whatever, there's always going to be a dude that's tired of dealing with her bullshit, or dealing with that type of woman. A lot of guys are okay with just accepting a beautiful exterior and physical appearance, and a personality, and nothing else matters. For me, everything matters. So it makes it harder to get into a relationship with a girl, especially when you're just trying to approach them with dating first. Now, the way that I've been doing it recently is doing it kind of in a way like the Colombians are doing it, which is approaching it through a social circle and meeting girls through social circle. So they're vetted. I'm coming into it with a warm, essentially as a referral or recommended. And I'm getting a lot different quality of women now than I was when I was just kind of trying to cold approach and meet the women only through Instagram. But that's a whole nother thing.
One said Colombians don't like to take accountability. I'm starting to see that now. They have normalized P there. Plus, you've heard multiple stories of women getting abused by their uncles or close related relatives. That is true.
So I've said this before on a lot of my videos and lives. So as I just stated, this statistic is somewhere around 80% of women here are single mothers. So you have single mothers that are raising their daughters, and a lot of the fathers are not in the picture. If they are, they may have been out of the picture for a while and decided to come back in later, or these women are dealing with some type of stepdad figure, you know, that, or stepfather figures, because a lot of men are in and out. So a lot of these women don't have the first most important relationship that they need with the man is a father, you know, their father figure. So this would explain why a lot of women are the way they are. And yes, you're 100% correct. Women here do not take accountability, which this is one of the reasons why it's so hard to date here. If you're a man who has any kind of standards or, you know, respect for yourself. And, you know, it gets very irritating dealing with women who can't take accountability for anything. And the unfortunate thing is with the Spanish language, accountability does not exist.
Yeah, the funny thing about him saying about the uncle, I had a girl tell me that she found out that her mom was dealing with her uncle. I was like, damn. I was like, how you find that out? She's like, oh, I was going through her phone and I seen them talking on accident. And that's how I found out that my mom was dealing with my uncle. I'm like, damn. I'm like, so y'all be on that type of shit? That's crazy.
I mean, I've heard here that you know, Colombians too in Colombia. I don't know. I won't say outside of Colombia, but in Colombia, I heard it's not uncommon for cousins, like first cousins, to date.
Okay, 1 minute back, man. What he saying? What he saying now?
Stay in your country. The one which converted. I can't read all of it. Convertido en el cáncer del mundo.
You can't read, don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know that. Looking for the fantasies of your life in other countries. This here it doesn't exist. The last part I can read. The first part I can't really. I can't read that well. But essentially, confronting I just can read the last part. The first part I can't really read.
Yeah, he talking Colombian slang. But yeah, I don't know what to make of 1 minute, man. I don't know if he's just saying in general or he targeting.
I could tell you, man, if he's saying it here, he's saying it is directed at us or is directed at guys in general that travel here or anywhere else. Essentially,
I don't want to feel bad blocking them, but you know,
like he's saying,
you can get your 2 cents, but if you start being annoying and shit, I gotta get you out.
Like you say, you're going to other countries searching for the fantasy of your life, but you know, here in Colombia, it doesn't exist. So I don't know if he lives in Colombia or he's, you know, a citizen somewhere else.
All right, shout out to 1 minute though, you know. Don't worry about the hate comment. Oh no, I ain't worrying about it, bro. Cause I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's why I'm getting Passport Graffiti to read it, because I can't tell if he just saying out loud or he just, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, let's get back to the live, man. I think it's another last part I wanted to look at, and then I'm gonna show y'all my Tinder, and we'll go from there.
Now, she didn't drug him for whatever reason, but he was with a woman who had drugged other men in the past. Now, her reasons for not drugging him, maybe she drugged somebody before and she regrets it. Maybe she's guilty. Maybe he treated her so good that she felt like she couldn't do it to him. Whatever the reason is.
And this the part where I'm pretty sure I know what the reason is. And I'm surprised that he didn't catch it. But like I told Papo Graffiti is I know the reason why she didn't probably do that to Fly Boy is because he got a following. He got a he got a platform, and she don't want to make herself hot by drugging a guy that got influence. Because if she do that, okay, now he wrote in English. Yeah, that means stay in your country. The U.S. has become a cancer of the world. Your young guys should be confronted on hand still running from it. I don't know what you talk about, bro. I don't got an issue nowhere. I'm in the top 10% of earners out here, bro. So I don't have no issue. I just love Colombia. I love traveling. That's what I do. I can't speak on nobody else. Well, I don't have trouble in my own country. I'm gonna have plenty of girls on my videos from America too that's gonna be flying to different countries with me. I don't have issues. So you gotta know who you talking to first, man. But anyways, I know why she didn't do that to Flyboy. First of all, Flyboy's smart anyways, you know what I'm saying? So if she did want to, I doubt Flyboy would just let his guard down and just have a drink out and just, you know what I'm saying, let us fix a drink. First of all, he ain't finna allow that to happen. Second, he do content. So I'm pretty sure he told the girl, okay, we finna go live, blah, 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 do content with me. So by her knowing that, she gonna be like, oh shit, okay. He got influence. Well, I ain't gonna try him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do drug him, everybody's gonna know about me. I'm gonna be put on Front Street because he got influence. You see what I'm saying? Versus a regular guy, the only people that are gonna probably know about him is his family. That's it. You see what I'm saying? He don't have no influence. So that's probably why she didn't try Flyboy like that, because he got influence, man. Because you know her face gonna be everywhere on the internet. Flyboy probably got a cult following. They're gonna try to look for her. You see what I'm saying? So they don't want that. They don't want that problem, bro. They probably only gonna do that to like regular guys that don't have no type of influence or anything. They can easily just take money from them and nobody knows about that person. You see what I'm saying? And they on to the next. They not gonna try a guy like me, somebody that got influence. They might be a good girl now and be like, oh, okay, I'll let him pass. I ain't gonna do that to him because I'm not trying to get high. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, no, you're 100% correct on that. Also, too, there may be some benefit in it for her. She think more people going, follow her Instagram or something like that. So there may be some benefit in it for her as well.
Yeah. So that's why, man, versus the regular guy that nobody knows about, she can easily drug him, and it's gonna be hard for him to call up anybody to like help me to like get this girl, because you don't got no influence. The only person you probably gonna have is your mother, your dad, and your cousins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus Flyboy, they got over 100,000 subs, got a lot of people on Instagram. He can call me, hey DC, man. Hey, can you help me out, man? Exposing this bitch, man. You see what I'm saying? Tell your subscribers, bro. You see what I'm saying? Padbrook Graffiti, can you tell your subscribers too? Like, we gotta find her. Like, you see what I'm saying? He can make phone calls. He can get people. He know people in Colombia. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on with that. So she probably like, okay, I'm gonna lay low on him. I'll let him pass. So that has to be it, bro.
But also too, just
on that live right there. That's the only 2 cents I had on that live.
But also too, just to kind of, for the sake of the argument, this is the reason why I say, I'm more of the one that's like, stay off of the dating apps, because if it was that easy for Flyboy Way to end up with a scope queen and he know what to look out for, it's not that difficult for somebody who ain't Flyboy Way, who don't have the influence, who don't have the audience, the connections, to end up with a scope queen, even though they looking out for all the signs, and then bam, they got scoped.
But see, that's the problem. He didn't take that extra step though. He didn't take her off of the dating app. He stayed on the dating app looking at the profile.
That's true.
Profile. You see what I'm saying? And just got the what's out. You don't do that. You take them off what's out. You don't get that what's out. You get their Instagram, you get their Facebook. You check them out first, see what they doing. If it don't make sense, don't fuck with them. If they got a history 5 years back, showing kids, showing family, showing them doing things, you see what I'm saying? They probably ain't got nothing to hide. They probably a good girl, probably, you know, ain't doing no bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You can kind of tell by looking at the profile. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like Instagram and like Facebook, that's what he didn't do or talk about. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. She could just play the smart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Play the smart because she know he got an influence. So she gonna stay. They not dumb now. You know what I'm saying? doing something like that you can put somebody's life at risk. You gotta be kind of smart. You see what I'm saying? Because one screw up, you can be messed up. DCPRT, will you be watching Colombia soccer? Probably not.
Ah, man. What? What?
Probably
as
not,
much as
man.
you're in Colombia, man, how are you not watching the games?
Oh, nah. If I'm in Colombia, then I might be watching it with who I'm with, or
man.
I'm in America right
I'm disappointed with you, man. I'm disappointed.
Let's see. Flyboy is well known in Cali. I dated a nurse in Cali, but I let her go because he was friends with Flyboy. See what I'm saying? He got people he know. Like Flyboy been doing this shit, man.
Yeah, I think like 10, 15 years, something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
15. Yeah, he's seasoned like a motherfucker. Like he one of the first guys I watched when I first started my travel journey. You know what I'm saying? So and he never had an issue out of all them years. That's what I'm saying. So, yep. I heard there's an agency called AFA that help men find women to date. Yeah, I think Pablo Confused knows something about that, about the hookup scene with that type of stuff.
I know of like a speed dating place, but I don't know if that's the same one. I don't think it's the same agency, but there was some people who have some YouTube videos they make as far as that goes. But honestly, I don't recommend the dating agencies because majority of those women are what I would label as gringo hunters. Now, are there probably some good women in there? Sure. But generally women that are specifically looking for gringos, I usually don't want to date those type of women. I've gone out on dates with women like that and made videos about it. Like, I ended up taking the video down, but there's a video where I went on a date and this girl, she only wanted to date foreigners and she had a good reason why. But for me personally, like when I run into girls that speak good English, that have dated foreigners before, that have traveled a lot, those are usually girls that I try to avoid.
Yo. Shout out to Ryan. He said salute DCPRT, salute to your guests, also salute to the chat, man. Shout out to Ryan. All right, so I'm gonna get into my Tinder and show y'all a little bit on what I do. I feel like I got to keep doing this because I be having new.
Grab some water.
All right, because I be having new subscribers, so I want to keep showing y'all, man. You know, my people. I can't save everybody, but yo, though they eat for the streets. Shout out to Fat Don. But y'all, we'll give y'all a couple of examples, man. I got a video going full detail on what I do in my Patreon. If y'all want to go to my Patreon, I gotta make a video on Instagram on how I get them to on Instagram. Brazil or Colombia? Be more specific. Be more specific. So, like I said, man, I don't it really ain't no reason to be on Tinder now. Cause my Instagram popping, and Instagram got me in the algorithm now, suggesting me, and then I get girls following me that be looking good and shit, from everywhere, not just Colombia, everywhere. So I don't really be on Tinder no more. I just go back and check it just to see, because it is still some good looking girls on Tinder though. So I just go back and check it. But let's see, make sure I ain't showing nothing. So this one example, man. So all the people that been following me, y'all already know. I copy and paste the same shit. I tell them how life treating them right, and they'll respond. She basically asked me how I'm doing right here, and then she trying to like direct me to her WhatsApp. That's what she's trying to do.
Hola, corazón, ¿cómo estás? Espero que bien. Hope that you're good. Excuse me. Will contact me. Basically, I'm not here much. Te has hecho 6 months. I haven't been on this in like 6 months.
Yeah.
If you want, we can get to know each other better and communicate, or and exchange contacts.
Yeah, so basically she trying to say she don't get on here much. Really, and I think this a tactic too. I ain't saying she doing anything, but that could be a tactic to make a guy feel at ease. Like how she talking right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, she cool. Like she don't be on there much, okay. But I know all that shit, and y'all see what I say. What's on Instagram? I don't give a damn about none of that shit. And get what you do.
I could tell you from experience as well. I've done the same thing, or normally I would do the same thing. I don't use Tinder. I use Instagram and try to meet people in person. But I would do the same thing if I would be the one to beat them to the punch. It would be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? I'd be like, hey, look, I'm not really on here that much. Can we can talk better on Instagram? And they'll be like, oh, WhatsApp is better. And I'll be like, nah, I prefer to start on Instagram. And then, if we talk good there, then we can do WhatsApp. And then usually after that, they either unmatch me or they just stop responding.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you your question on one, Jay. And you still gotta be a little bit more specific than that, bro. But so as y'all can see, my shit's short, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to take off the app and what's your Instagram. And she say, I don't really talk on Instagram.
Yeah.
Then she like
basically Instagram is the same as here. My contacto basically
you see that?
Very little.
Now, most girls would just give me their Instagram without a problem. You see what I'm saying? But why she got to write all this?
It's to convince you.
And the other thing I look at her photos. Do these look like some Instagram type photos, bro? You see? Professional. Like, and I be telling girl, I'm like, you didn't just take these pictures for Tinder. Like, these pictures got to be on Instagram. Like, these some Instagram type photos, bro. You feel me? Like, you're not taking this just for
the irony of this is go back to the like second one, or the one with the glasses. That one, that's an Instagram emoji. Like, you can only add those, in Instagram.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But she said she's not on there.
You can only add
a straight up red flag, bro. Because it's like, come on, it's like you obviously hiding something, because Instagram is public. So who don't want followers? You feel me? Like, what girl don't want followers? They want followers. They want people liking their shit. Why is you saying, nah, I'd rather give you my WhatsApp? You see what I'm saying? Something ain't right. And sometimes it be dudes behind these pages.
Mm-hmm.
It don't even be women. Sometimes it be a man. You see what I'm saying? So as y'all can see, I left on red. I ain't say nothing. It was last month. It was 5/11. It was last month. I just skipped her. Man. I'm sorry, another. Yeah, I just skipped that. If they don't give y'all the Instagram, bro, skip it. Cause come on, bro. It's like, why you? It should be easy. Okay, here you go. Like, why is it such a hassle to give me your Instagram? Something what you got going on? You feel me? That's just a red flag, man. Do not take their West out. Do not take. Don't keep talking to them on Tinder. Get them off of them apps, man. Take them to Facebook or take them to Instagram. Where's the other one at on the show? I'm gonna give y'all like 3 examples, man. Damn, there was another girl I wanted to show. Cause she said something I wanted to share. I can't find her.
God, you gotta start unmatching some of these bitches.
I like to keep it record, man. I don't match nothing. Let me see. Now 90% don't have a problem giving the Instagram, and that's why I'm telling Graffiti. I'm like a lot of girls on here are really looking for gringos, man. They looking just like how we looking for them. It's a convenient way for them to find a gringo. Cause I know a lot of Colombian girls. They say they tired of dating Colombian men. They want to date. They want to try something different. And the most convenient way to do that is Tinder. You see what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna run into one. First, most gringos they got language barrier. They might be scared to talk to her in person. You see what I'm saying? They might feel more at ease of talking to them on the dating out. You see what I'm saying? It might be kind of hard just to talk to them in person. So I know some girls that they get on the apps to try to find, a guy that's outside the country, just like how we are.
So here's my thought on that. And this is just my personal experience living here full time for almost 3 years. This is one reason why I just don't like women who are what I would consider gringo hunters. Usually the girls on Tinder or gringo hunters, because it's not a lot of Colombians on Tinder. When I did used to meet girls from Tinder, they would always tell me the majority of guys on Tinder are looking for prostitutes and that they, really didn't enjoy using it. Secondly, majority of the women here, they know that majority of their opportunities are going to come from a man, especially traveling. So of course they want to meet a guy. Ideally, they want to meet a European because they know if they meet an American that they can't just go to America without a visa, and it's practically impossible to get a visa to go to America. So they're not really trying to meet an American that much per se, because it's, like I said, it's very difficult for them. But to go to Europe, they don't need no visa to go to most European countries, which is why if you get a lot of these girls' Instagram, you know what? For example, I'm
That being Paris. You see the avatar? Yeah. I had one girl, she from Cartagena. I'm like, keep it real. Did you go out there with your family or did a guy fly you out there? She was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. She's like, yeah, a guy flew me out.
They always will say they're with a friend. I want to show you an example of what one of these profiles look like. This is a friend of mine. She just went out with me Friday. Cool girl, but I wouldn't date her regardless of how good she look because of her IG. Now,
let me know when you want me to show it out.
Go ahead, put it up. This is the type of girl that I would not date because she is always in like very high end, like she bad. Like I said, she was just out with me on Friday night at Dulcinea.
Now he just talking about having a relationship with the girl. He ain't saying the girl was scoping out like that.
I'm not saying that she's scoping.
He's my relationship, like, cause she's just out.
But if you in Switzerland Dog, if you've never been to Switzerland, Switzerland is expensive as fuck for Americans. And actually, it's expensive for Europeans as well, let alone a Colombian girl. So, and I know she lives in Villa Hermosa or in that area. Rent in those places is, man, it's maybe like $300-400, maybe, you know, depending on what part you know, like how big your apartment is. But like, when this is another reason why I'm always asking for girls' Instagram, because I'm looking for things like this. Like, it's a guy taking all these photos. Of course, they never gonna say it. You know, they never gonna show that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you just know, like I said, this girl is absolutely beautiful, but it's not a girl that I would, you know, I would date personally because of that reason. So I don't have that picture here anymore. I don't think. Let me see.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to have a real relationship with. That's just something to be cool with, and you know, y'all mess around, but that's it though.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, she's this one right here where my mouse is. This is her right here on the end. You probably can't really see it that good, but this is her on the end. And you know, like I said, it's not the type of girl that I would date. You can take it off. But yeah, man, it's you want to get the going back to the point, you want to get the Instagram so that way you can see more of what they about, and they doing the same thing to you. They trying to see exactly what you about. The only thing is I think women don't understand that travel and more experience type photos hurt women and they benefit men, you know, because for us, our thirst trap is our lifestyle and, you know, our experiences. For women, it's not the same. I mean, I don't think anybody's stupid these days. We don't think these girls are traveling on their own dollar.
Hell no.
So,
and that guy that she with probably got nice photos on his Instagram.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that because I be doing it. I be the one taking the photos too. That's why girls get with me, because they know I like to take photos too. So it's like they take my photo. All the girls take my photo. Yeah, when y'all see my photos on Instagram, girls taking my shit. I'm with women, and I be taking a photo. You see what I'm saying? Like what Graffiti is saying, it's a guy behind the camera. Like,
but the thing is like for us, like I said, that helps us because they are assuming more than likely you can afford to travel to these places, but two, more than likely you could be with a girl, you know, so that's already in their mind, like, oh damn, with a girl.
I said this too. It's like I can get a yacht and be by my damn self because I have money to get the yacht and be by my damn self. But if I see a girl, say a Colombian girl, there on a yacht by herself, I know she didn't get that yacht.
Yeah,
I know she would have.
She didn't pay to rent it.
Me, I could be by myself or I could be with a girl. I know you would have, dude, because I know you don't have no money to get that boat. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a big tale. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you and your friends, and come on, there's a dude there. Come on, man. It's like, y'all funny as hell. Let me see. This another example right here, y'all. Same shit. She gave me the emoji. Highlight been trending, you same shit, and straight up, what's up?
That's 100% pro.
Yeah, she ain't wait no time, so I didn't write her back. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. Cause it's like if you don't take the time to respond to what I said, and it's like you ignore my question. It's like, hell no. Nah. It's like you copy and pasting. Cause I copy and paste. Some girl said, "Are you copy and pasting?" I'm like, nah, I'm lying like hell. I'm like, yeah. I be copying. I be having so many girls. I do the same shit. I don't be reading. You know, I don't be reading a lot of girl shit either. I'm like the women, like, you know what I'm saying. So when they do shit like this, I ignore it, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. That's another red flag, bro. You have to get their social media, bro. Do not just grab their WhatsApp. Don't keep talking to them on Tinder, bro. Go to their social media so you can really see what they about. That's just what Papo Graffiti just said. When he seen that girl traveling everywhere, he already knew, like, nah, this not the type of girl to have a relationship with. Cause he sat back and he can kind of see her lifestyle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll invite like that type of girl. I'll invite out, to events I have or to come hang out with me because she's great for pre-selection and social proof. When other girls see me with a girl that look like her, they're gonna be like, oh, and that's the thing. Is one of the great things about just having girls come out with you or whatever is it's like other girls don't know if you dating these girls or not. So in female psychology is pre-selection and social proof. It's like, okay, well, and it's a weird thing that women do. It's like they look to see like, all right, well, if he has the approval of other women, if these type of women want to be around with him, then or with him, then it means that he's not crazy, he's not a psycho, he must be a cool dude if these type of women are going to be with him. And in a lot of cases nowadays, before it didn't used to be this way, but now I don't really go anywhere unless I got 2 or 3 girls that I can bring with me. When I was meeting when DC was last year, I was like, oh fuck it, I'll go out solo. I'm like, man, I don't really know any girls to bring out. But now, it's like I won't go out somewhere if I can't bring at least 2 or 3 girls with me.
Yeah, and this lag I want to show because she got her kid on there. But hold on, down. I want to make sure I ain't leaking nothing. Let me see. Because a lot of girls do give me their Instagram. I don't want to leak their Instagram and shit. Because we got a lot. It be a lot of weird ass people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll see on Instagram and they're going to mess up. Oh, I seen you on DC shit. And they're like, what? I'm make sure I ain't showing their Instagram. Because a lot of girls give me their Instagram. Ain't going to be kind of hard showing this shit. Okay, we straight. Okay, her Instagram show, but it don't show her on the Instagram. All right. This last woman show. So same shit, y'all. How your life doing? How your life been treating you? And she write back. And then I instantly ask for the Instagram, man. And guess what she do? Number. I don't write back. You know what I'm saying? And they were like last week. I don't write back. But I left a photo. Come on, man. It's like I can kind of know. Let me see. Damn, why this shit ain't moving? This last picture, she got a kid up here. So she might just be a P, but ain't on no bullshit though.
Yeah, she a working girl for sure.
Yeah, she doing shit the right way. Like she do what she got to do and then she gone. I could tell because she got a kid. They not gonna show their kid, bro. Like if they putting people's lives at danger, they not showing their kid, bro. So I think she doing business the right way and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good though. She's showing passports and shit. So
that'd be another crazy thing, man. It'd be a lot of a lot of guys who that's an AI photo. It's a lot of guys who are meeting working girls. Either they're meeting them on Tinder from wherever they are, or they're meeting them while they're out here, and then they flying these girls out and treating them like girlfriends, for however long. Like I see some girls on their Instagram, they in a whole nother country for a month. I'm like, the only way you staying in another country, like let's say you
literally at somebody's house.
Yeah, you in Germany for a whole, like on your Instagram highlights of Germany, it's a whole month worth of highlights in that one place. I'm like, unless you an expat, you ain't really, staying. Like most people can't afford to stay somewhere.
But to be fair, I talked to a lot of common girls that do have family over there. Someone do have family over
there. That's right. You talking about the like very few, the small percentage. And yeah. Here's the thing too. Here's my rebuttal to your argument. So you experienced on Instagram just as much as I am, right? So when a girl go on vacation with her friends, what usually pops up in her Instagram stories?
Oh, she gonna show her people.
She gonna show friends and she gonna show her family. They're gonna at least be in the stories. They may not be on a post, but they're gonna be in the stories, and those stories usually end up in their highlights, right? So when she somewhere with family, but ain't no family stories pop up and ain't no family highlights.
And for a whole month,
For a whole month,
one day, you gonna show some family, bro.
at least one.
At least one.
Your kids, you gonna show your friends, your family, somebody gonna pop up, especially when you go out to eat. Like even here in Colombia, when they go out with their girlfriends, you always see a group picture, or you see a picture of them and whatever girl they're with. When they go out with a guy, all you see is food.
And I be mad at the girls too when
I'm pretty sure they do that shit to you.
Look, I be doing, yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, they just don't know I took that photo, or they just don't know she with me, type shit. But I be hating when they be in groups like that and they don't tag their friends. I be mad at that shit though.
And that that used to be the thing I used to do, is like on my first date when I would meet girls, when I first would meet girls through Tinder or whatever, my first date would always be, I would tell them, I'd be like, look, I have two things I need you to do. I'd be like, one, have fun. And the other thing is, I like to enjoy the moment. I don't like to be on my phone a lot. So I'm gonna ask that you do the same thing and not be taking the pictures and videos, everything. And every girl respected that and they didn't do it. But when I don't tell them that, as soon as the food come out, they want to, take pictures of the food, do a whole circle around me and videotape, and like video the whole restaurant. I'm like, nah, you're not about to be using me for, your Instagram stories. So don't pull that phone out. We're going to enjoy ourselves and have a good time and talk and try to get to know each other. But we can do that without you, taking videos of the food and everything.
They do that because they don't really have opportunities like that. Like they might not have another opportunity like that, like a whole month or something.
And it's like, the one thing too, is something I hate, but I love it as well, because Colombian women always want to tell on themselves. So like, for example, you could get a girl be like, oh, I'm sick or whatever, I can't go out. And then like 4 hours later, you'll see an Instagram story of her at a club or, whatever else. So they like they're so addicted to getting attention and validation from their followers or people knowing that they got to post something. It's just like when, I could be taking a girl home or whatever, they going for sure start trying to take a selfie in my car or try to take a video showing outside the car just to show that they're in something nice.
Right.
It's just a flex on their friends.
They like to flex on other.
Yeah. It's just they want to flex on their friends or whoever watching and be like, oh, look, I'm in a nice car.
Yeah, because normally she probably gonna be on the bus or on a taxi. And she's not gonna take a picture of that because a lot of them taxis be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So when she finally get in the car, she gonna take that photo, man. She gonna do that shit.
I will say I have seen some, they'll do a little video inside of an Uber or something like that. But generally, if they in a taxi or a bus.
No, they're gonna be like real how we look on the camera, like real close.
Close, yeah.
Do that. But with you, it's gonna be back a little bit so they can see the dashboard, the lights and shit. Because they look nice. You know how them girls be taking pictures in Royal Road, they do their neck like this so it can show the RR.
So they see the R, yeah. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah,
that's exactly
but in the taxi, they're gonna focus on them. There is nothing to show because they got holes in the seat. Because a lot of them taxis don't care how their car look. It be messed up, dents in them and shit. Like, I mean, girls tell on themselves. This is why, bro. This is why I say get the Instagram, because they can't help themselves, bro. Take them off Tinder and take their ass to Instagram because they can't help. They gonna tell on themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna tell on themselves, man. T-Mac said, when a woman sees you with other beautiful women, yes, that's like one of my cheat codes, man. Because I know how women are, bro. And
this is exactly why I start posting more photos with women on my Instagram. Before I used to not do it. I was like, man, it's gonna hinder me. It's gonna hinder me. Girls are gonna be like, oh,
that's what men stand on right there. They scared that women like, oh, he got a boyfriend. No, women are the only ones that hate themselves. Men love themselves as far as nature. women naturally like to compete against other women, but they would tell you, "Oh, I don't fight on no man. I don't do that." They'll say that all day, but that's their nature. Like they love competing. You see what I'm saying? They do it in slick ways. So when they see you with a beautiful woman, they want to outdo that other beautiful woman and get with you. That's when you'll get that phone call. Oh, what you doing? What you doing? She don't want you when you by yourself and ain't doing nothing. But as soon as she see you with a girl, now she want to call your phone now. You see what I'm saying? It be like that. It be like that. A lot of girls be saying, "Oh, I know you with a girl. How she look?" It's like they jealous, but they curious to see who I'm with. Cause they know how I roll. You see what I'm saying? And I deal with real women, so some don't catch feelings. You see what I'm saying? But they know how I rock though. So it's like they want to see. I'm like, man, why you worry about that? I just want to see how she look.
Yeah, as I just mentioned before, mate choice copying. Girls, if they see a girl that look like you, then they like, all right, not look like you. If they see a girl that look like them or look better than them, then they like, I gotta try to get him now.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. That's one of my cheat codes right there, man. I took 3 female employees to Medellin nightclub to celebrate a birthday, and I had another beautiful Colombian approach me and ignored the other female employees I know her. Okay. Yeah, that's how you roll on T-Mac. That's how you do it, man. Battalion Bully. He said, I have one that's ready to come here. She has her visa and passport, etc. She got 2 brothers here. Where? In the United States, or what are you talking about, Bully? The Colombian girls that I know who went to Europe was because they turned into escorts. One of them got drunk and they slipped. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I mean, they're not going over there, ain't no guy. So you got to understand this. A flight to Europe is at least $1,000.
Yep.
So if a man is willing to spend at least $1,000 just to get the girl there, and then on top of it, you got to pay for her to eat. You got to pay for her to live and survive in that country for however long she's there. And usually, if you paying that much money to get a girl there, she ain't gonna stay for a weekend. So she more than likely staying for at least, a week or more.
Yeah, you have to make it worth the trip, yo.
Yeah, you gotta make it worth the trip.
Mm-hmm. Cause it take literally 2 days just in the air. Cause the flight like 12 hours long, 13 hours. So you wasting a day and a half just in the air alone. Getting there and back.
So yeah. And here's my thing too. What I want to say, because everybody always has this, question of why are you single? Why don't you have a girlfriend? Think of it this way, right? So if all these guys are spending all this money to fly these girls out to countries, just like the girl that I put up on screen, and they're flying them out there for a month or however long they're out there, 2 months, 6 months, or whatever, but none of these guys are marrying these women, then there must be something wrong with them if they're not pursuing long-term or lifelong relationships with them. And this is just what I'm trying to, I'm gonna land my plane here. The thing is that a lot of these girls look good, but once you start trying to date them, like I said, they don't take accountability. They're bad with communication, whatever else it might be. There's a bunch of other things that go behind just a pretty face.
Yep, that's true, man. That's true. My girl just got back from Bachelorette weekend in Colombia. They started in Medellin Friday. Is that what you're talking about? Papo Graffiti? Or that's something different?
What
he talking about? Bachelorette week?
No,
Bachelorette
I'm not talking about
that. So Guadalupe seemed pretty wholesome. Okay. Shout out to AOD. Burner account said even the ones with millions of followers be suspect. It just means they're more expensive.
Those are basically escorts too.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it's like, why would they get in a relationship? They got a lot of options. Like they can just go here. Everybody taking care of them. Like,
and some of these girls, man, they got guys that are sending them allowances. And
yeah,
you know, I know a few guys that do that, and to me, like, I don't think that is. I'm gonna try to say it this way, like, obviously, as they say, it ain't tricking if you got it, whatever. But I don't think giving a girl an allowance, like you turning into her source of income, can generate a decent relationship, you know, or at least a relationship of any kind of real structure, or with any real structure, because you're basically her paycheck. So of course she's gonna be nice. She's gonna do everything you want her to do. You know, I met some guys in the past where they're like, oh, you know, I give her like $200 a month. I'm like, that's almost like what they make. You know, now the minimum got raised, but you know, if you giving a girl almost what she making a month as an allowance, but these are usually guys that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, you know, like they're in the top percentage of earners. So for them it's nothing. But for me, like, even still, like, if I have a girl that's gonna stay with me, for me, I'm not going to expect her to pay the rent or do anything like that. But for me, it's like you at least got to contribute something to the household, buy some toilet paper, you know, buy some groceries here and there. I'll take care of everything else, vacations, all the other stuff. But I still, you know, want her to contribute something. Like I said, even if it's buy some soap, buy some toilet paper, buy some groceries here and there, whatever it is, not just be 100% on a free ride.
Right. Do something, man. Yo. The good looking was an equivalent or sports stars in the U.S. They have plenty of options.
To take that analogy, for the girls that look really, really good, that invest in their body and their look, it would be the equivalent of a 5-star recruit in college not going to the league. Like, for them to not try to monetize their look. Because as I said before earlier in this live, a lot of women here know that their opportunities are going to come from a man, whether that is travel. A lot of girls here are getting their whole business, their own businesses, because they're saving up all the money that they're getting from men to start these businesses. I know a couple of women who have done that already, and you
Me
know,
too.
they're all their opportunities are coming from us. So, you know, like I said, it would be stupid for them not to try to monetize it, because what are you going to do? Just look good and just not, you know, take advantage of this essentially genetic lottery that you won.
Right. Let's see. Also, what's y'all take on dating single moms here? I mean, it's a lot on, bro. Like,
So there's a pro and con to it. The pro is that you're more than likely going to get a very serious woman. You know that you're probably not going to get scoped. They're going to be mature because they probably had to grow up, you know, a lot quicker with dealing with this child. There's pros to that, but the cons are as well is that you have to understand that you are more than likely going to be last, because generally women here in Colombia work a lot of hours. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of them are the head of household financially. So they not only got to take care of themselves if they don't live with their parents, they got to send money to their mom. More than likely, it's usually the mom. They got to send money to the mom. And then on top of it, so you have that they're going to work long hours. So generally, work is going to be their first priority. Their kids and their family are going to be second priority. And you're going to come somewhere around third or fourth. So if you're okay with that, then, you know, by all means. But for me personally, like, I didn't want to date single moms in the States. I don't want to be financially responsible for another man's kid. You know, like, it's the fucked up thing to say would be like, oh yeah, date them, have fun with them, and that's it. But you know, it's the reality of it that. But there are a lot of guys as well who are moving here who wouldn't normally deal with single mothers in the United States, but they're accepting them here. Why? I don't know. I made videos about this as well, that a lot of men are coming here to deal with what we would consider undesirable women in the States. There are guys getting into full-blown relationship with prostitutes, and they know that they're prostitutes, and they're getting into a relationship with single moms, which I've met guys who have been like, man, I normally wouldn't deal with a single mom, but you know, this one's cool because maybe she speaks some English or whatever it is.
Something, but I talked to some single moms, but they, what I was gonna say, they're not looking for just a good time though. Like, they really looking for something, because I think they understand the importance of a man too. You know what I'm saying?
They want that financial help. Like they
Yeah,
understand shit. Life is hard as a
yeah.
single parent. So if you can get somebody who's gonna come in with a cape and save you and then potentially help you, because most of these, the crazy thing about Colombian men, and I've had a few women tell me this, like they will get a woman pregnant, abandon her and their biological child to then go find another woman who look good, who got kids, but then get with her and then financially help her with another man's child.
I know plenty of girls that's in that situation. I'm like, wait, where the kid's father? Oh, my kid don't know their father. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my kid don't know their father. Or they might say what Passport Graffiti just said. Oh, they baby dad started another family. He with another girl taking care of his girl over there, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, I mean, they got it rough over there, man. Like like the single mothers and stuff over there, man.
I think the biggest thing that I always see is just because in most places you go in the world, men are generally the I would say the head of household when it comes to financials. But here in Colombia, it just seems like a lot of women are, obviously they got to work and they got to take care of everything themselves. So, and not only themselves, they got to, contribute money to the family as well.
Yep. See, I know a person who fell for it and was sending 5K per quarter, thinking it was for school. Oh hell no, bro. She gotta show. She gotta show.
Damn, 5K a semester.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy, bro. They're like
could do,
one of my shorties. She in school. She always she always be live streaming in class, showing me what she doing, teachers, all that type of shit. If she ain't
but
showing you all that, bro, like I don't know,
school
bro.
don't cost that much. Like a friend of mine,
No, it
she's in
don't. Not
college.
5K. No.
It might no, it may cost like 4,000, but it's going to be 4,000 for the whole, the whole complete program, not 5K a semester. That's like US prices.
Not even that. Either 4K. That's a lot, bro. I don't know what kind of school she go to, but maybe she tacking on most stuff, saying, "Oh, I need food," and "Oh, I need," she probably
No,
be
the
asking.
girl I know, like she's paying for her own school is 4K for like the full program. Like let's say if it's a 4-year
Okay.
program, it's for all 4 years, the 4K.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good discussion. Shout out to T Mac for the super
Yeah,
chat.
shout out to T-Mac.
Good discussion. I have been in 41 countries, but lived in Medellin for 5 years. I retired early 7 years ago as biz executive. I'm long over the club scene. I think that's all it is in Medellin, really, ain't it? Club scene.
Nah, you got meter doors, you got viewpoints you can go to and hang out at.
Yeah, but that's what it's known for, though. Really, right? Medellin.
What, nightclubs? Yeah, nightlife.
I like Netflix and order Rappy and chill with my girl. Yeah. Yeah.
We all trying to get like you, T-Mac. We all trying to find us one so we can rappy and chill with some movies.
Yeah, like one of my shorties, bro, like she like she don't ask for money. She was like, can you get me groceries? Like she asking in that way. That way I know the money where it going to. You see what I'm saying? Versus a girl saying, "Hey, can you send me $300 for groceries?" If you send her that $300, $40 might go to grocery, and she might spend the rest of the money on some other shit. You see what I'm saying? But my shorty though is like, "Can we go to the grocery store? Can you like that?" And I know my money spent on the grocery because I'm there with her buying the grocery. Because she was telling me, her mom and her boyfriend they make like minimum wage, and I said, "How much is minimum wage?" She was like, "It's like 2 million pesos, but then taxes and all that stuff come out, so it come out to like 1.7 mil." And I did the math. I'm like, damn, that shit like $200 a month, bro, US dollars.
Yo voy a estar en la casita porque la verdad
Minimum.
he estado súper enferma, tengo un virus horrible,
My
entonces me
bad.
estoy cuidando
Are you
mucho.
good?
Me estoy cuidando mucho porque
I ain't know if you put yourself on mute or not.
No, I don't think I did. No, it's all good. Go ahead. I was just listening to a voice note.
Yeah, but now she was saying they like she said her mother's boyfriend made 2 mil. That's the minimum wage, and then they take out taxes or whatever, so it come out like 1.7 mil. And I did the math in US. That shit like $200 US for the whole like month, I think. And I'm like, damn, like they
Yeah,
ain't
so that's why, like, you talking about, that's what people make, and then you look at like some of these girls who are in the nicest restaurants all the time with fucking DC. You like, man, I know she ain't paying for that share herself, man.
yeah.
A fucking meal is like a 100 mil, and then they ordering all these cocktails and yeah, man.
But that's how I know I got a solid one, because it's like she don't ask for money. She hate ask, but she like, I know where the money going, so it's not like on no blind side of shit. Like I'm there doing it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
one thing that you'll get here is with Colombian women, and this isn't just Medellin, it's all places. What they like to do is they won't maybe necessarily ask you for money directly. What they're gonna do is start just volunteering problems that are coming up in their lives, and they're gonna hope that you will offer to help them.
That's the Dominican. That's one Dominican tactic.
That's here too.
Yeah, that Dominican shit here right there, bro. That's send you the empty refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't have no food. Can you like, or they'll send an IV. They have an IV in their arms. Say, oh, in the hospital. I'm like, FaceTime me. Oh, I can't FaceTime you right now. I'm like, well, shit, I don't believe nothing you talking about then. You know what I'm saying? That little picture, you probably send that to 30 dudes, man. Like, I don't believe you. Like,
and in some ways too, like, you got to understand that this is a hustle for some girls. And I always say this, that you're dealing with a country full of women that are street smart, not some, but all of them. And in some way, because they all grow up essentially in the streets. Like, don't get me wrong, you got your more higher end ones who come from good families and go to private schools and all that. But the general ones that we're running into on a daily basis, they're all street smart in some sort of way. And, for example, like, there's this hustle, which is another reason why I just don't like dealing with women who have kids. But for those of you who may be interested in it, or who don't care, maybe you have kids of your own or whatever, a hustle that they'll pull is they'll be like, all right, well, I need money for a babysitter. Any woman that's really interested in going out with you ain't gonna ask you for no money for a babysitter. But there are guys here, and I remember when I first got here, I had to ask a vet, that I know. I'm like, is that normal? Because I understand that there's some cultural differences. Like, obviously the guy has to pay for everything here and all that, but is that normal? Like, do we pay for the babysitter? He's like, man, nah, you don't pay for no damn babysitter. Like, if a girl want to see you, she more than likely gonna get, a family member or somebody to take care of her kid for her. And that's what a lot of girls are doing. They're having you send them the 100 mil or whatever, the 200 mil, 300 mil, whatever it is, and then they mom or uncle or the abuelo or abuela is watching their kid for free, and they just pocket that money. Now, if they go out on 3 dates a week, that money start adding up.
And that's easy to do. Easy to do.
For a girl,
especially if she look good. If she look good, it's easy to do. The black cleaner said, I just came from the grocery store with my shorty Katy Perry. She tried to run my car up 200. I made her leave half at the store.
What the fuck is she buying that got your bill up to 200?
So and he in Panama, so 200 200.
Yeah.
Cause the dollar's the same in Panama.
Same, yeah.
Shout out to Black Cleaner, man. T Max say empty fridge. Yeah, man, they do that shit, bro. They do the empty fridge.
The crazy thing now with AI is that they're starting to use AI photos. They'll take a photo and then they're running it through AI or Chat GPT and all that to add stuff into the photo. Yeah, man, it's the game getting crazy now. So y'all be careful of that shit too, man.
Bro. Like, damn, like that's crazy, bro. Easy test is take them to a nice restaurant and see what they order. Oh, they gonna order their steak.
Nah,
They ordering that steak, bro. They ordering the best thing on the menu.
No,
that's why y'all always be laughing at me when I be with girls in the live, and I be like, they can eat some pizza, bro. Like I always get girl pizza because if they was by themselves, that's what they're gonna order. But since I'm here now they want shrimp. You see what I'm saying? Now I treat them like what they would get if they were by themselves.
The real test is if it's a first date or a second date, it should be ice cream, coffee, something simple, Subway, like go to the mall, to the food court. Those should be like your first 3 type of dates. If they can rock with those, okay, then you can graduate and move up to a regular restaurant, but it shouldn't be until about 3rd or 4th date until you start getting into nice restaurants and stuff like that. And even still, if like I remember my last girl, when we first met, she would be like too afraid to order. So she would just be like, oh, I don't know what to get. Can you order for me? Because she didn't want to order anything too expensive.
Yeah, one of my girls, man, that was the first day a coffee date.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to do coffee because she a real Colombian, and she got a wealthy family. Like her brother owned a lot of real estate in Colombia, and he owned a lot in Cartagena and in Medellin. So she don't really need it. You see what I'm saying? So and she made good money. She made damn near more money than dudes in the States. She told me how much she would make because she worked with her brother. She like a real estate agent, and she handled more shit for her brother. And she told me how much she got paid. I'm like, damn, you make more money than some people in the States. Like, I'm like, you make good money. And she bad too, bro. She a straight up bad. Y'all gonna see her when I get done my DR content I'm dropping this week coming up. Y'all gonna see her, man. Straight baddie, bro. Real humble, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the first date, coffee date. She like, want you go get some coffee? I'm like, yeah. Because she not girls that used to having money like that and grew up with wealth like that, they more humble than the ones that had to struggle to get there. You see what I'm saying? Or they the ones that overdo shit. The broke ones or the ones that out in the street hustling dudes and shit all day. They the ones that be doing the most. You know what I'm saying? They act like they never had something. The wealthy Colombians, they don't do all that. I noticed that. But that's just society, period. You know what I'm saying? People that are used to money, they are more humble in how they live, you know what I'm saying, than the ones that had to grind to get it or money hungry. Let's see. You see most of the billionaires, what they be dressing in. They be having like Costco stuff on. It be regular shit. Like you can't even tell they rich, bro. And it be the broke ones that be having all the design on, trying to show that they got something. She using that babysitter money to help her borrow boyfriend to pay off a motorcycle. It could be, man.
You never know.
You never know, bro.
But real, like 9 times out of 10, I know that's like the general, thing. Like everyone want to think there's some barrio boyfriend that they're helping out. Yeah, there are some, but 9 times out of 10, if they're using money from a gringo, it's usually it's all towards the family. If it's not one for themselves, it would be family, themselves, and then barrio boyfriend. He's like number 3 on the totem pole, so it's usually going to be family first, them second, they're going to get something for themselves. And then, third will be if they got a guy. But, generally they expecting the guy to, provide for them, not so much the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anybody else got any questions, man? I'm gonna wrap it up. We on 2 hours on 1.5. My boy on too long. I think we covered everything that we need to cover. Any more questions, man, before we head out of here? Make sure y'all go subscribe to him too, man. Y'all go show support, man. Go follow his Instagram too. He have a lot of great content on his Instagram.
Yeah, man, I'm starting to get. I'm almost at 2K. I know that was like decades ago for you, but I'm almost at 2K subs. Trying, man, trying to get up there.
Yeah, make sure I hit the like button too, man. Appreciate it, man. Hit the like button. I keep forgetting to say that, man. But yeah, just click his name. It's highlighted in blue in the title right here. And then go straight to his YouTube, y'all, and go follow him, man. But I'm gonna stay on what 15 seconds, man. If y'all ain't got no questions, we're gonna get out of here, man. You got anything else, Passport? Graffiti?
I would say probably just my closing thoughts is I don't know for your audience, whoever's here out of the 30 people or so who come here frequently or not, but the main thing, man, is just y'all be safe. When you're traveling or when you're coming out here. I done seen a lot of stuff and heard a lot of stuff, so that's the main thing. Is just be careful when you out here. If you follow me on Instagram or you sub to my channel, man, y'all know y'all always got a contact out here you can hit up if anything. I'm not just saying I'm be answering everybody and trying to run and do everything for everybody, but I'm just saying you got a resource potentially out here that you can reach out to.
Yeah, and we ain't trying to scare nobody, man, but we just trying to keep people aware. 9 times out of 10, most girls are good, you know what I'm saying? They not on no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I met a lot of good girls, you know what I'm saying? We don't talk about it a lot because like I always tell people, that don't get the views. Or normal, regular Colombian, whoever. People don't talk about the average regular person that just living life, you know what I'm saying? And there's way more of those people than the messed up people that be doing bullshit out here, y'all. They just always covered in the news and it look like that's who all doing it. But 99% is good people, man. I get good vibes out of people when I'm out there. I love being out there, you know what I'm saying? I feel safe out there. So we ain't trying to scare nobody, but it is something you still got to watch out for, though, man.
And to add to that, I wouldn't have been living out here this long if I didn't feel safe and being somebody who, is dating out here on a regular basis. Nothing has happened to me. And I'm somebody that actually is in the barrios fairly frequently because I'm constantly, whenever I date, I'm going to pick girls up. Sometimes I'm going there and just hanging out with them for a little bit in their barrios. And majority of the barrios I've been to, it's just normal people living life. You don't cause any problems. You don't mess with anybody. Ain't nobody really messing with you. Unless you like a, just straight up blue-eyed, blonde hair gringo, most people probably going to assume you're Colombian for the most part. And,
but if you're in Cartagena, though, they'll think you're Colombian because a lot of black Colombians out there. Okay, yeah. One, I forgot. My bad, bro. You said what's best. I don't know if Passport Graffiti been to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say Colombia because I haven't been in Brazil that long. Only been in Brazil 8 days when the carnival. So I gotta be fair to Brazil. When I go back to Brazil, I'm gonna be out there for like a whole month so I can get a full. So I can be fair to Brazil. I'm gonna stay out there a long time. Same thing as Panama too. I was only in Panama for like 5 days. Short trips. So I'm gonna try to spend more time in Panama and Brazil. Once I get done my last trip in Colombia, I said I didn't want to come back to Colombia. I just left Medellin a week ago. I said I wasn't coming back, but I have to go back because I got two crushes. I got to go back and do content with.
Where you meet them at on Tinder?
Straight up baddies, bro. I met on Instagram. Yeah, I don't I don't do Tinder no more like that. Nah, the Instagram. This one girl, she got over 100,000 followers, and she real popular. Like all the Colombian girls follow her, so that should let y'all know everything. She fine as hell, so that's why I got to go back. She worth going back, and then there's another one. Same thing. She got a lot of followers too. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say I've lived in Brazil for a few months, like 3 months back in 2011, and then I was just there in January of 2025 for a week for a bachata festival. So I can only make this comparison. Actually, I think I did a video on it but I'll just say it here in this live. I can only compare Rio to Medellin, because these are the two places that I've spent the most significant amount of time in. Now, I want to say that a lot of people will say that with Rio de Janeiro, that the women look better there than they do here in Medellin. And I'm going to say a big part of that is, I think, because of their beach culture is so big that you're majority of the time you're probably going to be seeing women in bikinis a lot of times. So it's adding to the attraction factor. So you're practically seeing women in their underwear almost every day, depending if you're close to Ipanema, Leblon, or Copacabana. Now, I will say this, that I do give Rio the flowers on diversity, because you can find a little bit of everything as far as it goes with the look of women, which you still have that here. It's just you got to kind of travel to other parts of Colombia to get it, versus it's all in one. It's like a one-stop shop in Rio. Now, Rio's beach culture is unlike anywhere I've seen in the world, and I've been to a lot of countries. And I will give Brazil, as far as beauty of the city, or not Brazil, excuse me, let's say Rio. I'm gonna give it to Rio as far as the beauty of the city, because you got water, you have mountains, you have just if you haven't been before, the photos, videos, the YouTube videos, everything you see does not do it justice until you see it in 3D.
Right.
The just seeing it in videos, like, oh yeah, it looks great, but nah, once you get there, it's just a beauty that you've never seen before. On top of it, you got the culture. You got, in my opinion, I think that the women in Brazil, I'm going to say this overall, I think they have better personalities than the women in Colombia, especially Rio compared to Medellin. Some cons that you have is dating in Rio is you have a very big hookup culture there. Now, that may not be a bad thing for some guys, but that means that you're going to get women that have a large body count. Women date almost just like men do there. They can have 3 or 4 booty calls. If you aren't too familiar with dating, go watch the last video from the Swedish gringo. He's lived out there for a while, covers only Rio specifically. But yeah, the women out there date almost like, not almost, they do date like the men do. They could have 3 or 4 booty calls, and you could be one of them. So, they don't have that as much out here. Like the women are a little bit, I want to say they're freaky, but they're conservative at the same time when it comes to women in Medellin versus women in Rio. They're very overtly, out there as far as like flirtatious and all that stuff, especially with kissing culture when it comes to,
Oh yeah,
Rio.
man. I don't have that when I was out there, man. This is what they do.
So I would say overall, I would give it in general to Rio because of, just a mixture of everything. But ultimately, that's why I'm here in Colombia, is because I just love everything there is with Colombian culture. Also, I mean, now that the strength of the dollar isn't decreasing here, is not making any better, but Colombia is still cheaper than Rio is.
Oh, so you saying the dollar getting stronger? You saying the dollar getting stronger?
No, the dollar's getting weaker here in Colombia. So everything is getting more expensive for us here in Colombia, versus I think that the American dollar to the real, or whatever the currency is called. I think it's called real.
Yeah, real. Yeah, it is.
The dollar to the real is still very high, versus here in Colombia, like now it's like 3.4 something. When I first came here to Colombia in 2022, December 2022, it was at 5. And now it's all the way down to 3.4. When I bought my car a year ago, it was at 4.3, or almost like 4.4. So within a year, it's dropped, 100,000. Or no, it dropped 1, because it was like 4.3 something. So yeah, it dropped 1 whole point essentially.
You said what's the best country outside of U.S. for black men to date, in your opinion? I can speak on the countries I've been to. The most countries as far as duration, is DR and Colombia.
I would have to say Sweden, any of the Norwegian countries, Switzerland. I mean, you don't get a lot of passport bros, and I'm just using the term because that's what they call everybody. But you don't get many black men that travel, that date abroad, that talk about those because they're expensive places to live. But realistically, I just remember from when I lived in Miami, you would get a lot of Swedish girls that come there. They are obsessed with black men because in those countries where it's mainly white, they're only used to white guys with blue eyes, brown hair, or blonde hair, whatever it is that look like them. So anything else that comes through there is exotic.
And they only see black men like off their phone, like
or movies,
and that'd be like, dang, he look good, but they don't never see him in person. So when they finally do, it's like, I gotta get him.
Yeah, so I would say anywhere in the Norwegian countries where you're talking about Norway, Sweden, Finland, you got there's another country that someone was naming. Let me look it up real quick.
I think them girls will take care of you out there.
I mean, there's the only unfortunate thing is you got to deal with them being feminist in a way. So you're gonna get that because they make money. So some guys may not mind it, but they're gonna be like, oh, I can pay for my own stuff, like type thing. There is you got to deal with sort of the kind of Western influence, that you have to deal with there. But for the most part, dating is very good in those countries. Damn, I can't find that. Oh, Latvia.
Latvia. Okay,
Latvia, their women population is much larger than it is of men. Latvia would be another one.
Yeah, so I know a lot of brothers go to Thailand. Thailand is another country I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be there for a long time. But what I can only speak on is really Colombia and DR. In between those two, I'll probably pick Colombia. But I had an apartment. I used to had an apartment in DR, and the rent was good. Y'all seen it? I got it on video. I got a vlog on it. But I'll probably say Colombia, bro. Choosing out of those two. But once I start going to other countries and spend more time, then my opinion might change. But I don't speak on what I've been
So I'll give you guys a sleeper for Latin America. I'm gonna give you two actually.
Costa Rica. No.
Nope. So one is going to be Uruguay, and the other one is going to be Lima, Peru. I stayed in Lima, Peru last year for a month, and not only are the women, they're intelligent there. You get a lot more women that speak English there, and it's hated on because it just doesn't have the beauty of a Costa Rica. It doesn't have the beauty of a Colombia or a Venezuela or even Brazil. But you can find very beautiful women in Lima, Peru, or in Peru in general. It's just going to take a little bit longer. You gotta put a little bit more time and effort, but they're there. And
then they say Colombians live out there, like they someone move out there.
Yeah, they got Colombians there, they got Venezuelans there as well. But ideally, and I think the ones that live there, they have a different mindset than the ones here in Colombia. But those would be my sleepers. I just don't like cold weather, so that's one thing, the major thing that would keep me from living in Lima. But in Peru in general, they have so much beautiful stuff. Like you can go 3 hours away and you could hit the not even almost the desert. It is the desert. Like you have desert, you can go up to their coast, and you got costeñas up there and their coast. You have the area down by Machu Picchu, which is I think it's called Patas Aguas, or the actual place is called damn, I can't think of it right now. The name of the area that's right by Machu Picchu. But you have that area you can go and stay in. And then on top of it, I would say in Lima, Peru, they have the best food in Latin America, hands down. Every place I went to, from hole in the wall to regular mom and pop restaurant, you know, to fine dining, everywhere the food was on point. And obviously, you know, I've been here in Colombia with bland food for a while, so of course everything tasted better. But you know, after like two weeks, I was just like, damn, you know, like no, this shit is the truth. Like all the food here is legit, like it's good. So I've always been a big advocate for Lima.
Oh man.
And if they didn't have cold, like if they didn't have a winter there, and their winter is like cold as hell. If you go to my channel, I got a bunch of videos on when I went to Lima, and I talked about dating there, cost of living, what I paid, all the stuff I normally cover on my normal content. I got all that stuff there. But if it wasn't for the winter, I would definitely stay there. And one of the things I think a lot of guys may like about Lima is their nightlife culture is very similar to ours in the US, where they have that Western influence. So they play a little bit of everything as far as music. When you go to nightclubs, you can actually like mingle like you would in the States with other single women and talk to them. Versus here in Colombia, people tend to go out in groups and they stay at their little tables, you know, or their sections. So it's not very common that you're just going to go walk up to, you know, another random girl at a club. It's like if you don't come with girls, more than likely you probably aren't going to end up meeting girls here in Colombia. But that's very different in, you know, maybe in Brazil or in Uruguay or here in or Argentina or here or in Lima, Peru, you know, where they have that different culture for nightlife.
Yeah, that is true about Brazil. It was open in Brazil, boy. Like it was easy to really talk to them in them clubs and shit. And going back to the food, he talking about Medellin, y'all. Like I finally understand
the
now.
coast is different.
When people say Colombia food bad, they talking about Medellin, y'all.
Medellin, yeah.
They is not talking about the Caribbean side of Colombia. If y'all see my last video, y'all seen that girl cook that food for me. That shit was good as hell. You know what I'm saying? I really want a girl to have some bad food so I can get on her ass. It'd be good for the video. But I can't lie on her, bro, because the food was good as hell. But she from Cartagena. She's an Afro-Latina, so most of them know how to cook. So when they saying the food blend in Colombia, they are talking about Medellin, y'all. They not talking about Barranquilla. Barranquilla food good. Cartagena food good. Pretty much all the cities on the coast good. Cali good. Cali good. That's not on the coast, but Cali is good. Because it's a lot of darker. To be real, it's the darker ones know how to cook, man. Basically black Colombians. Y'all know we know how to get down. Pretty much anything black anywhere know how to cook, man. I haven't had no bad food. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I will push back. I think Colombian food is bad, but they do have Colombian food good as hell, man. Just not Medellin, man. So that's a lot Dominican. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Dominican food, y'all. Dominican food good as hell, man. But I'm gonna wrap it up, man. We at 2 hours and a half, man. Ain't gonna keep Passport Graffiti here too long. Y'all go follow all his social medias. And appreciate y'all watching, man. Like, comment, subscribe. You got anything else, Passport?
No, that's it.
All right, y'all. Peace.